My name's Lameze De Maine. I'm 30 and I'm originally from Port Elizabeth, but I grew up in Cape Town. Right now I'm staying in Sea Point. I used to do bookkeeping for forever and I quit my job like 2 years ago because I was like, this is so boring. I don't feel alive. I need to do something new. And I took a year off. I went to Port Elizabeth and then I came back and decided to do commercials, castings, auditions for commercials. But I get bored very quickly. So I'm actually planning this year, I might be going to Turkey in a month to teach English. I want to travel the next 2-3 years. Yeah. It won't be one moment. I think anytime with my family, I'm a very simple person, very simple. The little things make me happy, and when I'm with my family, I love to talk absolute nonsense. I'm not a serious person, so when we sit with them and it's late at night and we're eating the best homemade food and we're playing cards and we're laughing and we're being stupid, always the best, always. I'll tell you this much, I'm very weird. It was never well, it is a person, but I was always close to God growing up. I just had that instinctive realization very young, like from young. It was never a religious thing. It was always like, I need to try to be a good person. I need to do good things good, so, to please God. But not in a religious perspective. I just had that awareness. So for me, if I had to choose one person, I'm not religious, I'm very spiritual. So don't run away when I say it. I think Jesus, because I feel my heart is similar to his. I'm nowhere near Jesus, but I mean, I've got a soft and loving heart. I don't have any ill intentions. So I think if I had to choose somebody, it would be Jesus. Jesus, yeah? Wow. I didn't have the best childhood. I didn't know my biological dad growing up, and I had a stepdad, and he was very religious. And my family, don't be shocked either, but they are Muslim. I know I don't look Muslim. I think the religious thing, because I'm somebody, I observe. I don't just react to life. I observe and I take in and I try to understand. I think a lot. I'm like a bit of a philosopher. I think I try to understand when things don't make sense when you growing up and you're a child, you're confused by it. And growing up in a Muslim home where you had to wear a scarf and you had to behave in a certain way and men could do things that women couldn't, I couldn't understand it and I rebelled against it. I disconnect. Well, I stood up when my stepfather was very, very strict, very staunch, and we were all scared of him. Yeah, I got to a point where I was like, no, I will say what's on my mind, and I used to stand up to him, and it caused a lot of friction in our family. And then in my early 20s, I moved out on my own, and I spent a lot of time on my own getting to know myself better, and my family, they slowly started to understand me, and my stepdad and I slowly started to reconcile, but they understand that I am not religious, but they know that I'm a good person. I try to be, and yeah. I never had the opportunity. I think I'm growing up now. I know I'm old, but I am growing up only now. I'm like a child. I like to be like a child because I think adults are so serious and to a fault serious, and I think children are innocent, and I think they have a lot more wisdom than adults do. So I am trying to get to a point where I am an adult, but I do not lose my innocence. Yeah. So I think that is me trying to grow, to actually combine the two, to find a space in between. And I've never studied. This year I start studying, and I want to travel so I can see the world and open up my mind. Yeah, geez. Don't be so quick to judge. You know what? The same thing. Growing up in a religious home can make you very, very ignorant, very, very narrow-minded. And when I stepped out of that, I was able to open up and accept everybody's differences. And that's why very little shocks me now. You can tell me anything and it won't bother me, it won't shock me, because I don't judge you. I understand, because of my beliefs now, I'm more spiritual. I understand life from a bigger perspective. So you can tell me you did whatever and it wouldn't bother me, because I understand life is a journey of evolution. I believe we are here to evolve.